Hello, this is Carl Renemans. Today I would like to share my backstory with you of who I am as an advocate, a speaker, a singer, and an author. So let me begin. Again, my name is Carl Renemans. However, that's the name most people that I'm close know me by. However, my legal last name is Carl Whitmore. And for the last, I want to say 13, 14 years, I have dedicated my life to music. So, where did I come from? So, when I was 25, I left Washington State, Tacoma area, and at that time I was making some really bad choices. So my dad had asked, hey, would you come to live with me and your mom? Of course, I said yes. So I went down before Thanksgiving, and at that time, my mom was going to school when I came down to Utah. So it was just me and my dad for a little bit. However, my mom got done with school, and then me, my dad, and my mom were living together. Now, my dad got a job as a truck driver. So they actually had gone from Grantsville, Utah, where we were living, and my dad and mom then went to Roosevelt Fernal area. And then I actually had chose to move to Ogden. And so they were down there for a while. So when I was in Ogden, I was living in a care facility for people with disabilities. Now, this introduces me to my next segment and chapter of my life. So, and I was living in Ogden. I had met a girl. Now, to protect her identity, I'm going to just say that now she's my ex-wife. And so, she and I began dating. And finally, we decided, hey, we want to get married. So, I believe I was 30. She and I got married. However, the love we had went from good to toxic. There was fighting every single day, and finally I couldn't take it. So about a year passes, a year and a half to a year passes, and we decided to separate. Now, when we had separated, I began not to eat, I began not to sleep, and I had begun to lose a lot of weight. Now, when I say a lot of weight, what I mean is I went from 200, 210 to 140 to 130. I was losing weight fast. Finally, I decided to leave my apartment, and then I went down to the Salt Lake area in downtown. Now, when I had got the apartment, I found out that I had to be a student, as well as my roommates were not very nice to me. So what happened was I was kicked out of the apartment, and I didn't have any place to go. I was kind of stuck in a situation where now I was homeless. So I went to Ogden. I had met with my church leaders down in Ogden, and that night that I came back to Ogden, I actually had stayed a night at a Denny's. And then what happened was I was then prompted by the Spirit to go and call the police department and have them take me to the Intermediate Behavioral Center with Intermountain Hospital. And they took me down there. And then from there, I was then admitted back to the nursing home where me and my ex-wife had once met. After about a year and a half, I then was able to get state funding, which allowed me to move out of the nursing home and be able to have my own freedom again, to be able to start a new life that I really wanted to live. So the people at the nursing home gave me a lot of care, a lot of love, and the case manager I had helped me a lot and has been my mentor to this day. So when I left the nursing home, I actually went into a group home in North Ogden. Here I was then with my best friend at a time. And then after that, I decided to move to the Salt Lake area where I am now in a host home. I would like to say that when I came back to the Salt Lake area, I was on a council called the Utah Disability Council. On the Utah Disability Council, I was a vice chair of one of the committees, and then after the chairman stepped down, I was then the chair for a year. So my message to you is, do not give up. There is hope at the end of the tunnel. If I can make it, so can you. It may be hard. Trials may be hard to overcome, but you have to have the mindset of, hey, I can do this, and go out and do what you believe you can do. Giving up for some people may not be the answer. And for you, if you're watching this, I believe that you do not want to give up. You want to move forward. And so I guess my message would be always move forward, no matter what you do. Yes, you'll fall at times, but it's about getting up and moving forward and making a difference. Because now, since I'm in Salt Lake City, I am on a speaking network where we go out and do presentations. And so, never give up. You are important. You are loved. And so, again, I want to thank you for your time. My name is Carl Reneman, and this is my story. Thank you so much.